This lesson is called 3D shapes. Now it's a little bit difficult to write for this along the bottom. If you notice, it's going to be getting cut off. But because I wanted to make it bigger so you could see this, let's start with one of each. The square is a 2D shape. A 3D shape is the cube. Next, for 2D shape would be a pentagram. Or sorry, a pentagon. Cone would be 3D. A triangle, and I'm going to move this down so we could do the rest. So the triangle is the last one. So that would go under 2D shape for the triangle. Triangular prism is a 3D. A cylinder would also be 3D. A circle would be 2D. A square prism would be 3D. And then the trapezoid would be 2D. Okay. Next, for the next thing that we have two definitions. So the first one is a prism. A prism is a three-dimensional figure with two parallel congruent faces called bases. A pyramid if I could learn how to spell, we would be firing on all engines here. Pyramid is a three-dimensional figure with one base. So here, if we write prism or pyramid on the line below each figure, the first one is a prism. The next is a pyramid. This next one is also a pyramid. And the last one is a prism. Next, the first thing I have to draw your attention to is along the side here, they have a mistake. This is not 7, but 6 sides is a hexagon, not 7. Here we have each side. Each figure is identified by the number of bases and the shape of the base. So the figure has two bases, so it is a prism, as we said. The shape of the base is a triangle. So the shape is identified as a triangular prism. Next, we have a couple other things to go through. First, we have some other types of three-dimensional figures. This one is called a cylinder. It has two bases that are circles and a height. We have a radius here for the circle. We have a cone that has one base and a height. Then we have the next thing that we're going to go over is parts of a three-dimensional figure. Parts of the three-dimensional figure are, one, we have faces, which is the flat surface here, here, down here. And again, we'll go over that in class. We have edges where the two planes intersect on the line. In other words, these right here. This right here is an edge. Okay. A vertex is where the edges meet, where all three of the planes come together. In other words, the corners. And I'm going to mark them down here. And those are our corners. Our diagonal is a line segment whose endpoints are vertices that are neither, and I know it's kind of hard to read. Basically, what it does is on the inside of that cube is from the inside top to the inside bottom, right there. That is our diagonal. I mention this, though we normally don't use it, but we do need to mention it. Here are the things that we are going to mention, okay, and that you are going to see quite a bit. To name the bases, faces, edges, and vertices of this figure here. This figure has two bases, and they are rectangles. Even though these are squares, squares are rectangles. So the bases are rectangles. And so the shape is a rectangular prism. The bases, we name them by their corners. So in this case, it would be A, B, F, E. You could go the other way around, or any letter that you start with, you go around. Here I'm going to start with D, C, G, and H. The faces are the four rectangles that we have. And again, you can start and go around. I'm going to go A, B, C, D, because we have four of them. Then I have B, C, G, and F. I have E, F, G, and H. And then I have A, D, H, E. For our edges, we have, and I can count them for you, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 along here and 4 along here, which would make 12. So we have AB, BF, EF, AE, CD, DH, right here, CG, and GH. We have AD, BC, right here, FG, and EH. Count them to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our vertices, or our corners, are where they come together, which would be our letters. So they are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. In other words, we should have 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because they're each of our corners here and the other 4 corners here. Okay. Last, we have a triangular prism because our bases are triangles. Our bases are ABE and CFD. Our faces, we have 3 of them that are rectangles. So we have A, B, C, and F. B, C, D, and E. And A, F, D, and E. Our edges, we have A, B, B, and C, C and D, D and E, E and B, A and E, A and F, F and D. Now remember, our edges are going to be different here because we have 3 here, 3 here, which is 6, then 7, 8, and 9. So let me count to see how many I have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do have 1 more. If you're unsure, count them or darken them. That's what I would do. Okay. The one I know I'm missing here is the one for C and F. Okay. And again, for our corners, we should have 6 of them. So I should have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. That ends our lesson. Your homework would be the problem set at the end of lesson 6, all of the problems.